everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this home called a Lakeside Suburban home. So I'm really happy how this turned out, and it did take me quite a bit of time actually, and I did do it over quite a bit of time as well, because I actually went on vacation and I actually did all the exterior before I went, and I did the interior when I came back, and I did that for 3 other builds as well. Did it that way, you know, a bit before I went and a bit after I came back as well, and that's another 3 builds. They are, you know, kind of this sort of size, 40 by 30 lots sort of. I want to start doing a little bit more of kind of more, I guess, just bigger builds in general, so I'm trying to do that a bit. So I did, you know, do a couple of those things, and I did like the idea of splitting it up between those 2 times because it made it a little bit more easier to go ahead and do some bigger builds, which would normally take me, you know, hours, and it can sometimes, you know, you can lose your patience sometimes if you're doing it all in a, you know, a sitting or in a day or something. So it was really kind of nice to do it that way for a change, and it kind of worked out really well. And yeah, so this house has 7 bedrooms, which is crazy, I think, and it also has 5 bathrooms. So it is a pretty big house. It is on a 40 by 30 lot, and if you'd like to go ahead and download it for yourself, then it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1. So yeah, what else I was going to do? Well, it does have a pool in the back garden, which is something that I kind of like always do now for, you know, my build. Can't speak, here we go. For my builds and things. I don't know why, it's just always a good filler for space in the back garden, because sometimes it can be difficult to try and find, you know, things, just think of things to put in the back garden apart from plants and things. So it's always nice to do that, just to kind of, you know, break away the space a little bit. And yeah, so like I said, this is, well, I've just came back from my vacation like a few days ago, and it's currently the 31st of July. I'm recording this, I'm not too sure when it's going up, but I came back on the 29th, and like I said, I did this a few days before I went, and it was really nice. I went up to Loch Lomond, which is in Scotland, and I went there for a week. I used to go, like, well, I go most years up there, and the last couple of years I haven't been going. I've been going elsewhere, like during the summertime, but I went here this year, and it was really great. I used to go like all the time when I was little, only for like a week or 2 normally. In the summer holidays I go up there, and we just kind of stay in lodges and things. But this time I had a really nice house. We booked it over 2 years ago, and it's just so weird because it was such a nice house, and I was so excited to go there to this particular house, and to finally get there, when I like drived up on the driveway a bit, it was like just weird because like I've been excited for it for like 2 years, and I was finally there, but now it's all over and there's no hype anymore. So oh my god. So yeah, I really want to go back there actually, maybe next year or something, so I'm not too sure. But if you want to go ahead and see a little bit more about where I was and things like that, then go ahead over to my Twitter. My username there is real Thomas TV1, because I'm always posting things on Twitter. It may not be just about the video. I'm also like, I'm not, well, to be honest, I'm on Twitter all the time, so you can always go ahead and talk to me there. And I was actually posting some photos on there whilst I was away, so you can go ahead there and see a little bit more about where I was staying and things like that. And it was a really nice place. I did take my Canon 600D as well, so I took a couple of photos on there. I haven't uploaded them as I'm doing this voiceover yet to Twitter, but I will do that at some point hopefully. And yeah, so I used to actually be really into photography. That's why I got the Canon 600D, and I used to do loads. I didn't really have anywhere to post them. I used to post them on Flickr, which is, I don't know if it's like still that popular anymore, but I always used to post them there. And I actually used to enter a few photography competitions and things, but now I just don't know why. I kind of just got more into The Sims, and photography kind of went out the window a little bit. It's just something that I never really have that much time to do, and it's kind of like you have to be somewhere which is kind of interesting to take pictures of, which for me, it's either, well, all I really do is go to school, come back, play The Sims, and repeat. So, you know, there isn't that many opportunities, to be honest, unless I go away like I did that time. So I did take a few pictures, and I also use that camera to do face cam videos, because I used to do that quite a bit, but I did actually, I think most of those videos are on private now, but today, actually, the 31st, the video didn't go up this day, but I did actually today, just a few hours ago, I recorded my attempt at the random genetics challenge, and I also did a face cam for that. Now, I'm not too sure what to think about it. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to, but it's still, like, not in a bad way though. It was just different from what I thought it would be. And yeah, in terms of my face cam and things, it was awkward to set up the camera, so I'm not really too happy with that part of the video, but I think I might still upload it. I don't know. So if you say a random genetics, you know, challenge, if it has a face cam, then I left it how it was. If there isn't a face cam, then then I'll probably have, well, of course I changed it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just working on this kitchen here. Now it was a bit of an awkward shape because it's kind of like two halves to the kitchen, and there's like the, you know, the back door there in the middle, and then also the island there. So it's a little bit of an awkward kitchen. And you know, one thing I found when I came to do the screenshots for this house, it was just so difficult. Like I don't even know, like all the rooms were like kind of awkward. I don't know, what am I trying to say here? I do just like awkward sizes and shapes and things, so it was hard sometimes to kind of get in to show you a screenshot of all of them. And that's another thing as well, because this can't speak. This build took me quite a bit of time. But I went ahead and kind of condensed it down quite a bit, which I normally do with speed builds, but this one more in particular because it was very, very long, and I don't want to bore you too much. So I just went ahead and shortened it down a little bit. So I think this video is around 40 minutes or so, about 12 minutes of footage, and then the rest of it is screenshots. And there was a lot of screenshots as well, and they'll be at the end. So sometimes I do that because, you know, I don't want to bore you too much, just showing you the same thing of me going through loads of different colour swatches trying to decide on something. So I do find it easier just to, you know, kind of show you little bits and pieces of a room that I'm working on, and then at the end you see the screenshot of the completed room. So yeah, we're just finishing up the downstairs area here. I did actually do a few bedrooms down here as well as upstairs. On the downstairs floor, I think all of the wallpapers are the same. I think they are, yeah. Well, apart from the bathrooms, I did do different there. But then upstairs, I kind of did the same. But I also, and for some reason, it's paused here. There we go. Okay, I was like, I thought my thing had frozen there. Anyway, so yeah, upstairs, I did change it slightly. So there are a few more rooms which are different colours, but it still just have that kind of like that brown wooden trim around the bottom there, as you can see on screen. And I did go ahead and change that. Oh, actually, no, I lied. This room is a slightly different colour than the other rooms downstairs, as you can see. So a bit more paler than the other ones. Anyway, so yeah, this house was pretty big, and I haven't really done a big house in quite a long time. I think I'm trying to think back of big houses I've done. I've done a traditional mansion, which I did with, which is a 64 by 64, but I did that as a collab with the Sim Cache, and I've also done a Spanish villa build with Simproved. That was also a little bit big as well. I really like big builds because I feel like they look a bit impressive, and it's always kind of good. Well, not really mine, but when I'm looking at others, they do look like that. But you know, it's just kind of nice to switch things up, and I always like, especially this summer, because I'm now on my summer break, which is great. I'm so thankful for. Just, oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just trying to, I guess, just branch out of my comfort zone, and that's something I actually saw on the Sims community website. Holly BB did a blog post about trying to improve in your building skills and stuff, and she made a really good point about if you want to try and improve it, it's always good to go outside of your comfort zone. There we go. And you know, just try new colour schemes, different styles of builds, different architecture types and things, and doing those frequently will really help improve your building skills, which is something that I didn't really do a lot, but once I started doing it, I realised that, okay, I'm actually seeing improvements here, and yeah, so I really recommend that. And also, another really big thing as well is practice makes perfect. Just do as many builds as you can. Even if you have a channel, you don't have to do every single one for a speed build, but just kind of doing them to improve yourself, doing as many as you can will, you know, improve your building skills. And you know, you kind of just develop new techniques as you go, and it's always really good to do that. And another thing as well is like this random tip. It's not really a tip I would give because it doesn't really make sense, but it does in my head, is to just kind of think in the minds of good builders. And that doesn't really, hang on, there's a car going outside, it's really loud. Oh my god, it was a big delivery van. Anyway, so basically kind of just thinking about how they, if you took like a good builder such as, you know, Hatsy, Lil Simsy, Spring Sims, they all are really good builders and they all have very detailed builds, and I feel like that's something that can separate a bad build from a good build, is detail. So kind of just take your room and think about, okay, think about if like Hatsy or somebody was building this room, what would they do different? And one of the big things that at least come to my mind when I think about this is details. So things like shelving and things like that, and putting clutter on them and things like that, they're all like kind of add to that detail aspect, which I think makes a really good build. And this point kind of makes no sense, and I've literally took it out of the video 3 times. I've done this part of the voiceover like 3 times because it's such a weird tip, but kind of just taking inspiration from their techniques and things, not copying them, but kind of just taking inspiration from them. And that's kind of like the main idea about this point, is taking kind of just thinking about their techniques and how you could adapt it to your build, and that really helps me sometimes. And Yeah, so I don't think that made any sense, but it does in my head. Hopefully it'll make sense for you. But anyway, so we're nearing the end of the build here. We've just got a few minutes left. I'm just working on one of the last bedrooms here. So as you can see upstairs, I did do a few different colour schemes in terms of just switching them up, because I didn't want the whole house to be the same colour scheme, because, you know, all downstairs was kind of like a neutral colour scheme, and then having that dull brown colour going all the way upstairs. And it is, you know, it kind of a big house, I suppose, so I didn't want it all to be the same. So I did a kid's bedroom there, which was blue. This bedroom here is pink. Now, it isn't a kid's bedroom. I mean, you could use it for a kid's bedroom, but I made this more for like a teenager sort of age range. And you also have a green bedroom and a yellow bedroom, so I just wanted to change it up a little bit upstairs so it wasn't all the same. And the reason that this build is called Lakeside Suburban, you're probably thinking, well, how does this house inside the interior replicate a lakeside? Well, it doesn't really. It's because I kind of got the idea for the title from this lot specifically, from it's in one of the neighborhoods in Newcrest. It's the one toward, like, it's, I don't know if this is, hang on, I'm trying to think about it. It's the lot next to the 50 by 51, and it kind of has that lake, sort of big, huge pond thing behind it, and that's kind of what I got the idea of Lakeside from. And it is a suburban style home, so put the two words together, and there you go. So yeah, we're pretty much finished with the build here. We're just working on the last bedroom, I think this is. And then we're going to jump into some screenshots. So yeah, I have lots of free time this summer now. I have like over a month free to just do recordings and things. And I'm really improving my content because I have so much time, you know, now there's no excuses to slack on anything. So I'm going all out, and I can't wait to see, well, for you to see some of the things I'm working on, because I've had some really exciting projects in the works now for a few months, and I'm waiting for everything to kind of finalise, and I can't wait to share more information with you with these things soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be doing announcements and things, and always follow me on Twitter. My username there is RealThomasTV1, because I'm always posting on there about upcoming projects and kind of just sneak peek things that I don't always talk about in my voiceovers. Anyway, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below about what you thought of this build, and if you have any other ideas for ones in the future. Make sure you leave this video with a like, share and subscribe if you haven't. Downloads from the gallery. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!